Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to create a WordPress plugin which is going to generate a login with Facebook button, and this button is going to be hooked to a shortcode, and in this way I'll be able to use this shortcode anywhere on my website, like widgets, pages, posts. And so here's the demo. This is, I mean, it looks like a link. It is a link, but you can add a class here and you can style it the way you want it to look like. I just left it empty just not to confuse you with too much CSS and style. I'm not using any CSS in this video. So here's how it works. If I click on login with Facebook, this is redirecting me to Facebook, and Facebook is asking me for access. So Vycode Media will receive your name and profile picture and email address. So if I click continue as Victor, this is gonna redirect me back to the home page, and instead of login with Facebook button, I have hi Victor, and there's logout button. And now if I go to my dashboard, this is the admin user, this is the current user I'm logged in with, and if I refresh the page, I'm gonna see a new user, and this data comes from Facebook, and the login, this is first name, last name, and the login, I just concatenated the first and the last name together, and I just made them lowercase because WordPress requires a login to register a user. So here's the thing. If I will log out from here, click log out, it's gonna ask me, do you really want to log out? I click log out, and it's gonna redirect me to the home page. I will see this button. And now if I click on the login with Facebook, if WordPress is gonna detect that there is a user registered with the Facebook email, then it's just gonna log me in automatically like this. So I just see hi Victor and the logout button. And if I check my user section, I have the same user. I don't have any other new users, and yeah, so that's how it's gonna work. So if this is something that's interesting to you and it's something you want to learn how to build this kind of functionality, please watch the video until the end. I'm gonna write everything from scratch so you can follow along with me, but if not, there's gonna be a link in the description from where you can grab the source code. So yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is we should go to developers.facebook.com, and from here click on my apps. We should create an app on Facebook first. Alright, and then click on create app, and here create an app with a custom set of permissions and products, connect customers product like Facebook login. So let's choose this build connect experience. Alright, let's choose that, click continue, and it's gonna ask for an app display name. So let's say Vycode Media Demo. This is the app contact email, no business manager, blah blah blah. Just leave that like this. Click create app. Please complete the security check. Click submit. And on the next page, let's go to settings from the left side, and then basic. Here we should add an app domain. So I'm working on a local host. I have XAMPP installed, so I'm gonna add just the local host like this. And let's scroll down all the way down, and there's gonna be add platform. So click add platform, click website, and here site URL. So I'm gonna put HTTP localhost, and I will click save changes. Okay, so this now on this page I have the app ID and app secret. Oh, it's asking me for a password. Never save it. Okay, so this is the app secret, app ID and app secret. Okay, so alright, just keep this open, don't close it, we will need these credentials. So what I want to do now is I want to go to, let me just clear this up. I'm in my WordPress content / plugins folder. So I'm gonna create a folder here, and I will name it login hyphen Facebook. I will open it, and I will open my VS Code in this folder, and this here's my VS Code. I love this guy. This is my best friend. VS Code does a great job. Okay, so here I'm gonna create my first file, which is gonna be I'm gonna have just one file, which is main.php, and this is gonna be a PHP code. And now here is where I'm going to create a comment, and this comment I'm gonna put all the information, plugin name, description, plugin URL, author, and version. So plugin name is gonna be login with Facebook, and the description, this plugin will add a login with Facebook button. Okay, and plugin URI is gonna be https vycodemedia.com, and the author, of course, Victor. And the version is going to be, I like to do it like 0.0.1. Okay, that's it. And next I want to have like a security measurement so nobody can access this file directly. So don't access this file directly, and we'll have defined, make sure it's NED, and here we have ABS path like this, or die. Okay, we can actually save it, and we can go back to our WordPress website, and under your installed plugins you'll have this plugin. So this is what I see here. Now I'll just click activate, and this is gonna activate my plugin, but it doesn't do anything because I don't have any functions, anything there. So okay, now it's time to in order for us to be able to log in with Facebook, we should use their SDK PHP library. So if we go to github.com/facebook/php-graph-sdk, this is gonna redirect us to like this is actually a new URL. I'm gonna paste this URL in the description, but the URL is the new one is github.com/facebook-archive/php-graph-sdk. Okay, so from here we just click code, download zip file, and we go under downloads, and from here I already have it here, so I'm just gonna delete it, and we just I'm gonna unzip it. I'll open this folder, open the source folder, and I'm going to copy the Facebook folder, because here we have the autoload PHP file, so that's what we're gonna call in our plugin. So now let's go back. I'm gonna go back to my htdocs folder, content, themes, whoa, plugins, login Facebook, and I will paste it here like this. So now I have the library, I have the Facebook library in this folder. So next is to require this library. So let's do call SDK library, and here we'll have require once, and we'll have Facebook /autoload.php. Okay, now we have the library in our plugin. We should start the session start. And now we will have to create the configurations to the Facebook app configurations, where we will put the app ID, app secret, and the graph version. Okay, we will start with we will have a variable which is going to be fb capital B object with capital O, and we assign a new object which is going to be backslash Facebook backslash Facebook parentheses, open an array, and don't forget about semicolons. And then here we'll have the first parameter is going to be app ID, and let's leave it empty. The second one is going to be app secret, let's leave it empty, and then default graph version. Let's make this version 2.10. Okay, I'm just gonna align them just to make them pretty like this. Okay, so now I'm going back to my app. Where's my app? Okay, let's go back to my app on Facebook, and let's copy the app ID, and I'm gonna paste it here, and I'm gonna copy the app secret, and I will paste it here too. Okay, now we have it here. Now we should assign all this data in an object. All this object, we assign it to a handler. Actually, like using this object, we will assign the redirection login headers to a handler variable like this. So here we have Facebook object, and then we have get redirect login helper. All right, this comes from the library, so I didn't create that. It's created by Facebook. So the first thing is to create that button. We want to create a button, and I'm gonna create a function, and I'm gonna add a shortcode. So I'm creating the function, and then I will assign it to a shortcode. So I have function login with Facebook, no parameters. Actually, we can put a prefix. Let's do like bytecode, just make sure you don't have any other plugin using the same function name, so you'll get errors and stuff. Okay, so now we have an if statement which is gonna check if the user is not logged in. Oh, well, no. First we will check if the registrations are enabled on your WordPress website. So we'll check if it's different than is user. Actually, first of all, I think it would be better to check if the user is logged in, and then if the registrations are enabled. So let's do that. If it's different than is user logged in, which means if this is false, if it's different than is user logged in, so if the user is logged in, and if it's different than this, which means if the user is not logged in, then we want to check one more time, and here we will get the option to see if the user registration is enabled. So we have get option, and here we have users can register. Okay, so if this is not true, if the registration is not enabled, then we have return, and we'll return here the registrations are closed. Boom, like this. Else, here's where the magic starts to happen. So else, we have a global variable which is handler. I make it global so I can call it, because right now it's outside of the function. Okay, handler, and then we have a nonce. The nonce is used in WordPress to make sure that all the queries from the website are coming from the website and not from somewhere else. Because if it comes from somewhere else, then that means somebody else is trying to harm your project, your website or something. Okay, so here we will have a WordPress create nonce. So we will create a nonce, and we will call it bytecode Facebook login nonce. Facebook login nonce. Okay, next line is going to be the link to where the user is gonna be redirected after Facebook gave permission. After the user gave permission on Facebook to this app to collect the data. So we'll have a link, and this link is going to be admin underscore URL, and then here we'll have the URL. We will use ajax, admin-ajax.php file. So we have admin-ajax.php, and here we have action equal, and we will assign create a new action in our admin-ajax.php file. So the action is going to be vycode underscore Facebook underscore login, and then we'll have an and sign, and we add the nonce here. So have nonce, and we close the apostrophe dot, which means concatenation, and we add the nonce here like this. Okay, and then the redirect to, so the user is going to be redirected to this link after they gave permission to our app on Facebook to collect their data. So whenever they say like continue with Victor, if you check on demo, if you remember from demo, whenever I click on continue as Victor, it redirected me to this URL, and then on this URL we did some changes. We created the user, WordPress created the user, but that happened so fast we didn't even realize it. So the WordPress created the user, and then after that WordPress redirected me to the homepage with the cookies and everything in the database. Okay, now we have a new variable which is going to be redirect to, and we'll assign the link. Okay, and then below is the data we want to collect, and let's say data email. So here we'll have another variable which is going to be full URL, and we will assign using the handle variable, and we will get login URL, or URL capital letter URL, and then here we have a redirect to variable, and then the data we want to get from Facebook. And then here we'll have a return function, and this return function is going to return a kind of like a button, but I'm going to return just a link. So we'll have ahref, and this ahref, I'm just gonna close it really quick, like here. I'm going to concatenate it, and I'm gonna add the full URL variable, and here I'm gonna say login with Facebook. Ta-da! Okay, so we have it here. Now if the user is not logged in, now this is gonna happen if the user is not logged in. If the user is logged in, we have an else here. We're going to grab the current user, and we'll assign to the WordPress get current user WordPress function. So we have wp underscore get underscore current underscore user, like this, and then we will return here. We will say hi space concatenate, and we'll add here the first name. So we'll get current user arrow first name. We'll also concatenate, and we'll add the sign here, and then hyphen, and here we'll add the logout button kind of thing, but it's just a link in my case. Actually here it's gonna be /wp hyphen login.php, and then we add question mark action equal to logout, and here we say logout. Yes. Okay, this stuff is gonna happen if the user already clicked on login with Facebook before, and the user and WordPress registered all the data in the database. and if they click one more time login with Facebook, but they already have an account with this with a Facebook email, then this is what they will see, you know, or if they're already logged in, this is what they will see here. Okay. Alright, so it's done for this function. Now let's add the add shortcode. So we have add shortcode here, and the shortcode is going to be Facebook hyphen login. You can choose whatever you want here, and then on the second, as the second parameter, is going to be the function name. Like this. Okay, let me save it and let's see what happens here. Okay, so if I'm going to my pages, okay, there's an error, 43. Okay, missed the semicolons. Okay, put them back. Let's go back, refresh. Yes, let's go to the front page. I choose the front page here by default, and I have this shortcode Facebook hyphen login. Is this one? Alright, I have it here from the login, from the demo I showed you at the beginning of the video. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'll click update, and if I'm going to view this page now, where is the URL? Oh, here, permalink. Jesus Christ. Okay, so if I'm going to the home page, I'm gonna see here, hi Victor. Alright, I'm gonna see hi Victor because I'm logged in now, but I'm gonna copy this URL and I'm gonna open an incognito tab like this, and I'm gonna have an error which is gonna say called the undefined method blah 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 shortcodes 343 on the line 35th handler data redirect to link get a nonce. That's because the URL, I misspelled the URL, guys. You probably already saw it. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Okay. URL. Save it. Go back and refresh the page. So we have this link here. Now if I inspect it, you will see there's a long URL. This is being generated by Facebook because we have, you know, redirect to, where's the full URL? We get the get login URL, with this function is coming from the library, the Facebook library, and it generates a long URL with the redirect to, which has this redirect to link and data we want to get from Facebook. And now if I click on login with Facebook, you see it redirects me to Facebook, and on Facebook I see here Vicode Media Demo, that's my app's name, will receive your name, profile picture, and email address. So if I click continue as Victor, this redirects me to localhost /wp admin /admin ajax action. You see the action we have in our URL here, Vicode Facebook login, and then we have the nonce. So here's how the nonce looks like. All right, and then after that we have the code variable, which is long, and this is all the data encrypted from Facebook. Alright, now we should create this action in our WordPress admin ajax PHP file. We should handle this data, store it in a database, log in the user, and redirect the user to the homepage. Alright, let's do that. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so to do that we should create a function, and the function name is going to be Vicode Facebook login underscore Facebook underscore login, and yeah, we don't have any parameters, but we'll have two global variables. The first one is gonna be, you guess what, handler, and the second one is gonna be what do you think is gonna be the second variable? The second variable is gonna be Facebook object. Okay, so now here, first thing, we will check the nonce just to make sure the nonce we'll verify it to make sure the query is not coming from anywhere else but our website. So we will have here, if it's different than WP underscore verify underscore nonce, and here we have $_ request like this, and we have nonce in the request. And the second parameter here is the Vicode Facebook login nonce. That's the name we gave it to this nonce here. So that's what we will put here. Okay. We should close the parenthesis. Yep. Okay. And now here, if it's different than this one, it means if the nonce don't match, we will have an exit, and the exit is gonna say no naughty business, please. Let's do that. Okay. All right. If this is fine. If this if doesn't get fired up, then we will have a try method, and we will try to grab the token from our from the handler. So we will have a variable which is going to be access token, and we will assign from the handler object the method get access token like this. Okay, we will get that, and then we will have here catch. So if it catches a response, then this needs to be from Facebook, so it's gonna be /Facebook exceptions /Facebook response exception. Response exception space $E, and we have curly brackets here, and we will have an echo which is gonna say response exception okay, exception concatenate, and we will have E, which means the event, and we have get message method, and then exit like this. And then okay, so and then we'll have another catch here. If it catches another exception, so we'll have some almost the same thing as we did here, but we'll have different this one comes from the if there's gonna be an exception when we're live, we can say it as an error from the Facebook response, then we will show that that message on the screen. And then now we want to see if we catch any SDK exceptions that coming from the library. Okay, so here we'll have Facebook /exceptions /Facebook SDK, capital letter SDK exception, and we get the event, curly brackets, and here we have we'll have an echo, and we will say SDK exception concatenate, and we'll say event, which is $E, and get message. Bam, like this. Okay, what we have here, this is the function. Okay, let's go next. So if it doesn't get any errors or any exceptions from Facebook and anything else, then we will get the token assigned to our access token variable. And now we have this access token variable, we should check if it's not empty. So it's gonna be another if statement here, and we will check just to make sure access token. Then here we will if it's different than access token, which means if we don't have any token from Facebook, we will just redirect the user WordPress redirect to home page, home URL, and we will have an exit. Next, now here is the second part, is the second magic part of this plugin. Here's where all the magic happens. So if it passed all this validation from here, then here we'll assign the auth client ID to a variable. So here we will have a new variable which is going to be auth to client, and we'll assign using the Facebook object and the method get auth to client. So we have get auth to client, and here we will have an if statement. So we'll check if it's different than is long live. If the token is not long live, then we get the long live access token and assign it to the access token. So we'll have if it's different than variable access token, and we call the method is long lived, like this. Then here we assign to access token, we assign the long lived access token. So we have auth to client arrow get long oh my god, these names, lived token, and here we have access token. Okay, let's go back, let's go lower, not back, let's go next, let's go forward. Now here we will assign the response from Facebook to our response variable. So we'll have response variable, and we assign this response variable Facebook object, and here we have the get method, and in the get method we kind of like tell Facebook what kind of data we want to get from Facebook. So here's gonna be me question mark fields equal ID comma, and then we have first name. Make sure all this is not separate. So we have ID, first name, last name, email, and we get a picture if you want a picture dot type, and here we put a large resolution of the picture. Okay, comma, and the second parameter is going to be access token, like this, and then we will assign everything to user data variable, which is going to be a huge object here. So we have user data, and we assign the response arrow get graph node, and then the next one is as array. So we choose a type, we want it to be as an array. Okay, we have this. Let's see what we have in our user data now. Okay, so I'm gonna have an echo here. I will put the pre tag because this is gonna arrange my content, and then here I have var dump, and I put the user data. So I save it now, and I'm going back to the home page. If I refresh here, I'm gonna get an error. I mean, it's not gonna show anything. So let's go back and click login with Facebook, and it doesn't work. Let's see, we've got an error here. Failed to load resource. The server responded with a status of 400. Okay, let's go back and check what's going on here. And that's because we didn't call this function anywhere. We didn't add the actual Ajax action. So let's add action, and the first parameter is going to be WP underscore Victor not plus Ajax underscore. Here we have Vicode Facebook login. It's this one. It's this one from here, it's this action. make sure it matches. Okay, and then the second parameter is the function we want to call here. Let's go back and let's see. Are we gonna get any errors? Because we usually do. No, we don't get any errors. Oops. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I know what's going on here, guys. I forgot to give access to this file to the users who are not logged in. So let's go here below and let's add a new action. So let's leave a comment here. Allow logged out users to access admin ajax.php file, or just say action. And here we'll have a function, and it's gonna be add ajax actions. And here we'll have add action, and the first parameter is going to be wp underscore ajax underscore nopriv. So we have nopriv underscore, and then we have the action, because we give access to this specific action. Where is it? To this specific action only. Alright, so we copy that and paste it here. And the second parameter is gonna be the Vycode Facebook login Vycode Facebook login function here. So let's copy it from here. Where is it? Vycode Facebook login. So I'll paste it here like this. And let's not forget to add this action. So we have add action, and we want to add this action in the admin init hook. So we have admin init, and the second parameter is this function's name. Boom, like this. Okay, so let's save it now. Let's see what we have in our user data. Even if I refresh it now, okay, so it works. Look, it worked. So this is what we get from Facebook. This is what we have in our user data at the moment. We have the ID, we have the first name Victor, last name Rusu, email, picture. So this is the picture URL. So if I copy it and I open a new tab and paste it there, it just downloaded my picture. This is my picture. And yeah, so that's all, because that's all we asked Facebook for. We've got the ID, first name, last name, email, and the picture, large type. Now next I want to check, so I'm gonna get rid of this stuff from here. Next here I want to check if there is any user registered in the database with this email. So if there is no user with this email, then I want to register a user. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna have a variable user email, and I will assign the email from user data variable. So I will do user data email. Okay, and then here I'm gonna have let's leave a comment, check if user email already registered. And here I'm gonna have if statement. If it's different than email exists, user email. So if it's not, if it didn't find anything in the database, then here I'm going to generate a password, and I will have the bytes first. So we'll have bytes variable, and I will assign open SSL underscore random underscore pseudo underscore bytes, and I will put 2. So this is gonna sound like generating a random password. And then I will have a password variable, and I will assign the MD5. So I'm gonna encode this using the binary bind to hex. So I'll have bin2 hex, and here I'm gonna have the bytes like this. And now I have an MD5 password. And then here we will have user login, and we will assign, we will create the user login. So we'll have str2 lower, we'll make them lowercase, and here we have user data, and we get the first name from the user data, and we concatenate and add the last name to everything together and make them lowercase. So in this way we will generate a login. And then here we have user data, user data last name. Actually, look, now I'm making this tutorial and I got the idea, because this login needs to be unique. So this may be a problem if there's any other user with the same first and last name. This script may generate a double login, and you may get an error. So let's get the time. Just a quick fix. You need to figure out some way on how to generate a unique login. So let's say PHP time function. Time now. I think it's time now, if I'm not mistaken. Time function in a int number. Okay, so where is it? Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use micro time. Well, let's where is it? It's here, and let's add also micro time, and we'll put true like this. And this way, this is gonna generate 100% unique login. Let's actually check it. Let's do that. So we have vardump. Not vardump, we can use an echo, and we have echo micro time here. Let's save it, and let's go back here and let's refresh it. Login with Facebook. Okay, so this is what we have here. It's a unique number every time we refresh the page. It's a unique number here. Let's see if I put int val. This is gonna generate an integer. Yeah, okay, so this is how I'm gonna use it. So in this way I'm gonna have a unique login. That's gonna be 100%. And the user, in this way, the user can use their login, their email as a login and a password. Okay, let's move on. Now it's time to register the user. So we'll have a new variable which is gonna be new underscore user underscore ID, and we will assign here WP underscore insert underscore user, and here we'll have array like this, and then that's the data we will insert in the database. So we will have user login, and here we have user login because this is the user login from here. And then we have user password, user underscore pass, and here we have password, and then we have user email, user email is going to be user email, user email variable, and then first name. Yeah, we didn't put that. First name is going to be user. Come on. User data, and then here we have first name. first name. We're getting it directly from Facebook, and we can actually do the same thing for the last name. So we change here last name, and then we have the user registered date. So we have user registered, and make sure you put them in apostrophes. Don't make the same mistake I make here. And then we have date, and the date format is going to be YMDHIS, like this. And the next thing, that's the last one, is the role, the user role. So we will make our user role subscriber. Okay, let's align this. Let's make this pretty. That's why I love PHP. You can do whatever you want here. Okay. We have that. Now we should grab the user ID, the new user ID. So we'll check if new user ID, and here so that means we check if this is true. That means that the user is being inserted in the database. And here we want to send an email to this user to let them know that they just created a user on our website, blah blah blah, and if they want to update their password, they have to click on the link. I can't show you right now because my local host doesn't send emails, but this works on a live server. So if you have a shared hosting or somewhere else on a live server, this is gonna work. So here we'll have WP, let's just say send an email to actually this send an email, let's just put send an email, and then we have WP underscore new underscore user underscore notification, and we put here new user ID, and then below here we will log the new user in. So we have log the new user in, and we will do an action. So we'll have do action, and the action is going to be WP underscore login, first parameter. Second parameter is going to be user login, so we're logging in the user with the user using the user login. And then the next one is the user admin, user email, sorry about that guys, user email. Next we will set the current user, so we'll have WP underscore set current user, and here we'll get the new user ID, and then we will set the authentication cookies. So we will save these cookies in the browser. So we'll have WP underscore set underscore auth underscore cookie, and here I have new underscore user ID is the first parameter, and the second one's gonna be true. Okay, let's I'm gonna just go over it one more time just to make sure I didn't misspell anything here. So WP set current user, WP set auth cookie, new user ID true. Okay, and then after that we will send the newly created user to the home page. And here we will have WP underscore redirect, and here we have home underscore URL, like this, and then we have exit. Okay, let's save it and let's see what happens here. Let's go to the home page, and yeah, let me see if I opened my let me go to users just to see if the user is going to be registered, if we get any errors or anything. So if I click on login with Facebook, it redirected me to this. There has been a critical error on this website, but if I will check here, so yeah, it didn't register the user. So that means I misspelled, or I made a mistake or something here again. And the first mistake is here, I misspelled this. You probably guys already saw it. Let me see last name, just make sure I didn't do any other errors. Okay, let's see if this is gonna fix it. So I'm gonna go back refresh the page, click login with Facebook, and there's another error. But did they create? No, so the website, it's a serious error. Okay, I misspelled it. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's go back. Let's refresh it. Login with Facebook. Let's click. Boom! It redirected back to the home page, and we see here "Hi Victor," which means WordPress created the user and logged it in. So yeah, so that's what we have here as the login. But for some reason, the first name it didn't get the first name. Oh, just because I misspelled it here too. Of course. I'm sorry about that, guys. But we can actually leave it just the last name. We don't have to use the first name too. We can just leave it like this. Let's try one more time. Let's leave it like that. Let's go back. Let's refresh the page. Login with Facebook. Boom. Let's go back, refresh this page, and we get this. Okay. I think it's a good idea. We can keep it like this. Yeah, so what I want to do now is if there is gonna be a user with this, so if I'm logged in, for example, now, and I click log out, if I go back to the home page, and if I click one more time here, it's gonna register another user where I'm gonna get an error or something. You see, I'm getting an error because it can't register another user because there's already a user with this email and with this I mean the login doesn't matter, but this email. So, and WordPress doesn't allow users with double emails. So in this case, where we have this if statement which checks if check if user email already registered. So if it's not registered, it's gonna register it. Else, if it catches, if it finds a user, if user already registered, then we will just log it in and redirect to the home page. So we'll have user, and we assign to the user, we grab the data from the database. So we'll have here get user by, and here we have email. I want to get the user by email, and here's the email, user email. Now we have the data in the user variable, and then we will do an action. So we'll have do action wp underscore login, and here we have user arrow user underscore login, and then we have user arrow user underscore email. Okay, and then we will set this user. So we'll have wp set current user, and here we have user arrow ID capital letter, make sure it's capital letter, and then we set the cookie. So we have wp underscore set underscore off underscore cookie, and here we have user arrow ID, and then we have true, second parameter, and then here we just redirect the user, wp underscore redirect, and here we have home underscore URL, and then we have exit. Boom, like this. Let's go take a look. Let's go and take a look. So here, if I click, let me see, is there a user? Yeah, there is a user already, like there is this user here. So if I click login with Facebook, it redirects me here, and I'm logged in, and I don't have any other, I don't have any user here. Alright, so it works. Now click logout, but see, this is the thing, that I click logout and it redirects me to this page. I wanted to redirect me to the home page. So let's do that here really quick. Home page after logout, and here we will have a function, and the function is going to be vycode underscore redirect after logout. no parameters, and here we have WP underscore redirect, and the parameter is home underscore URL. This is a function, and then we just gonna leave an exit function. WordPress redirect, okay, and then we add this function. Oh my god, this function into an action. So we have add action, and the first parameter is going to be, that's the hook. We have WP underscore logout, and then we have the function name. Boom. Let's take a look. Let's go back here, click login with Facebook, and now logout. Are you sure? Yes. And it redirects back to the home page. Alright, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a long video, but I was trying to talk about some details here and there, and I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for my channel, and I will see you in the next video.